y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little ugly babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $sign, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. So you done made it on in. You done hit the like button. How y'all doing and welcome. I'm Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining me. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the Midday News Show. Today is the 10th. It's October 18, 2022. It's almost Halloween time for those of you who may celebrate. Halloween is the day to where you can dress up and be exactly who you want to be and who you've been wanting to be all year. You know, typically it gives females a chance to represent whoredom out here. Damn it, because they can't dress like this every day, but go ahead and do you. Let us know that you got some hoe in you and you willing to go ahead on and display your hoism. We ain't even much tripping. We support you. Do exactly what you want to do. It's coming up in about a week and a half. Do y'all. The 502 is in the building. Say the 229 Albany, Georgia is in the house. Say, hey, Sugar the 912 Savannah's up in the building. He say, under the desk for this fire, and you're looking. Appreciate that right there. Say, hey, Willie the 801 Salt Lake City, Utah, back in the mother for 30 minutes, 5, watch 12, 3, 6, and your 9. That's what's up. Say, hey, Willie, Jersey is up in here. Say, y'all fast fuck. That's what's up. Say, Tampa, Orlando is in the building. Say, the 663 is in the house. What it do? The Bronx, New York is in that bitch. Say, well, Papa Pastor, like it 30 minutes of fire. We is fin to. Y'all go ahead on and hit the thumbs up button. We need to be over 500. I really do appreciate y'all. Subscribe. How y'all doing today? How's everyone handling being on Earth a whole nother day? You know, it's difficult. It's difficult for like a lot of people, but you know, we got to deal with what we got to deal with. We just got to keep on trucking until we decide to go on and lay it on down out here in these streets. The 773 is up in the building. The 505 is round here for Taco Tuesday. What it do? What's happening? Shout out to the Swaggy Deacon up in the building. He say, hey, Willie, Baltimore is checking in. Say Detroit, the 313 is here for that 5100 thumbs up. That's what's up. I need your support, need your help around here in these streets. We got to do something to the algorithm, as we often say around here in these streets. We got
developing story.
It just jumped and I ain't wanted to jump. It did what it wanted to do. That's what's up. Listen, we're finna go on and get into some news. In case you're new around here, this is something that we do. We get into the news. Now, I don't know why my thing keep not popping up like I needed to pop up around here, but let me go ahead on and grab it one more again, so we can run through this pretty quick. I don't want to hold y'all too long. I want to be as professional as I can. I want to make this seamless as possible. That's the word that I was looking for. Seamless. I'm talking and I'm presenting. Talking and presenting. I need to be seamless, as if I got a whole crew behind me helping with production. The 254 Waco, Texas, from one Willie to another Willie. What's happening? What it do? Let's go on and put a sad mother up on the screen. Say a mother describes a situation. A mother describes the moment that her child dies. If I'm not mistaken, this is the right story. Here we go.
16-year-old Robert Shaw could only describe his death as a senseless tragedy. Earlier this evening, family and friends gathered together to remember his life and to call for an end to gun violence.
There it is.
Balloons filled the air Saturday night as candles lit up the parking lot where loved ones of 16-year-old Robert Shaw gathered to honor his memory.
They shot my baby in the back of his head and his neck.
Shaw was one of 2 teens gunned down in the parking lot of Riverwood Townhomes in Clayton County on Monday. The shooting happened in broad daylight.
The person he was with, he was the target. And my son seen him get murdered, and my son was running.
Rocking with your friends, and your friend is the target.
For his life.
His mother, Shakia Shaw, says she was at work when she got the call.
They told me that my baby had hours to live. So when I was there, I was sitting right there holding my baby's hand.
She tells Fox 5 she hasn't eaten or slept in the days since she watched her son take his last breaths.
You gotta ask yourself a question. Imagine like if like the hospital and them, they call you and tell you that your child got an hour to live and you work like an hour and a half away.
Only thing I do is cry. Like, I ain't eating nothing today. It's just like something missing in my heart.
Say balloon releases should be a national holiday. There you go.
And family members arranged candles to form the words "Long Live Rob." The celebration of his life became a call to action to the youth in attendance.
He was 16 years old. Do y'all understand that? Do y'all understand that it could be y'all?
And that's a fact. The people who you is rolling with can get you dead also. It ain't just got to be about you. The people who you rock with, roll with, your homies and your them and your homeboys and your homegirls can get your ass popped just by being affiliated sometimes. Say no life insurance, I assume. We'll see. Shout out to Phyllis for the $1 cash out. He say, here for the midday news, thumbs up. I appreciate that right there. Look.
Shaw says her son was a good kid with no criminal record who loved playing softball and doing dance videos on TikTok. She says he didn't deserve to lose his life.
I just can't take it. I just want whoever did this to my baby, I just want y'all to come forward.
As she and the rest
Shout that baby out for having a reel. Go ahead.
to the family hope for closure, they started a GoFundMe to cover his funeral costs.
I just can't take it. I just want whoever did this to my baby, I just want y'all to come forward.
As she and the rest of the family hope for closure, they started a GoFundMe to cover.
I think that's say, is that 30? Is that ask for 30,000 or is that a 10,000? Damn it, I can't see it from here. I think that's a 10. It might be 10 stacks. It might be 10 stacks for funeral thing. And listen, this is why I say what I say about us having insurance. The pain that you go through that your loved one has just passed, it worsens when now you sitting back like, damn, if I only would have been paying that $1.25, I could have insurance for my child. When we sit back after the fact and be like, damn, it was petty, I could have afforded this. Shout out to Stevie J for the $2 super chat. He say, take these $2 damn dollars. Say, I'm broke. I appreciate that right there. That's what's up. Listen, when your loved one done pass and you can't bury him, that's damn near worse than your loved one passing. That shit deep. Like it get real deep, like damn. Especially when it's your child. My child 10, my child 12, my child 16. I had all these years to at least save up for a funeral. I had all these years to do it. And didn't. Or not even save up, but at least have a policy. I had all this time to get a policy, something now you can just easily do over the phone and or online. You can set up a policy immediately. Please get y'all some insurance to where we don't look like an ass being on GoFundMe to bury the ones we claim we love so much. I'm not just speaking on her, I'm speaking on all yous. All y'all, listen, because we don't want to think about our children dying. I do understand. It say my family of 4 life insurance is $260 a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. Like, really. Like this shit. But the sad part, it's not embarrassing no more. It's not embarrassing to ask the community and people all across the country to help support you bury your child. The 502 Louisville, Kentucky is checking in. Say I'm number 210 on the like list. I appreciate that right there. Man, y'all come on in and hit that like button. It used to be a shameful thing. Now it's not.
For his funeral costs. Just an absolutely heartbreaking story here. Well, no arrests have been made at this time, but if you have any information that can help detectives, contact the Clayton County Police Department.
Watch the state checking in.
In Clayton County, Joy Dukes, Fox 5 News.
They have not put a K. They have not put a number in front of the K. So if you got a tip, just go ahead on and give the tip. You're not going to get paid for it, I don't think. My problem. Wait. Oh, she was still talking, and her mic was off, but they were still recording her. Y'all got to be careful when you're talking, and y'all think that the mic off.
Loved ones.
Just in her case, the mic was off. But look. Building 22. This is a apartment complex or a townhouse facility of a townhouse complex. He got gunned down in broad daylight. Remember, her son was running after his partner got killed. The 334 The Gun Monkey Town is in the building. He was running after his partner got killed. They is in a complex. In a complex, somebody saw something. Somebody always sees something. And your neighbors who be kicking it with you because they are adults also. Y'all might be down with spade games, shit like that right there. Y'all might be having barbecues and, you know what I'm saying, just building activities. Y'all might come to each other's apartments and homes and stuff like that to be kicking in. You know what I'm saying? Smoke one, drink one and shit. Ain't nobody saw none though. They're your friends though. Ain't nobody saw none though. And especially when it come down to females, a few of them females that live in that apartment complex, y'all know that they don't work. They home every goddamn day. They got the tea. The ones who live in your apartment complex who always got the damn tea, now all of a sudden they don't got the tea when it come down to who done knocked off your child. They your friends though. That's what's up. That's what's up. Moving right along. I don't want to depress nobody. I guess I'm just here to make you think. That's really it. I don't. Listen, we got to go to the school. Because they're doing the most. Hold up.
As an adult.
Ain't nobody asked you to say nothing. You is running your mouth before I give you the okay. Now, why is this popping up like that? This is stupid. Hold on. Oh, all right, bam. So it's going to look like this right here, and we can just go. Put it on over there. Damn it, I don't even know what this here is about, but damn it, we got a Milwaukee shooting out here in the street. I think it's about some churn or something. Let's find that.
For a shooting outside James Madison High School last week that left him injured. Our Bill Miston joins us now live to explain how this happened.
Come on.
Hey there, Steph. Prosecutors say the teen showed up to James Madison last Monday armed with a gun to settle a beef with a student that stemmed from over the summer. But instead, prosecutors say the teen had the gun turned on himself, ended with him getting shot.
This teenager who had an incident back in the summer, he's still mad. He had to wait till he get a firearm to come and confront the person that he had issues with in the summer. Boy, where's your dad at? What are we talking about, pimp? Let it go. Damn it, you got your ass whooped or something like that. You got your ass whooped. Move on.
Injured. Our Bill Miston joins us now live to explain how this happened.
Hey there, Steph. Prosecutors say the teen showed up to James Madison last Monday armed with a gun to settle a beef with a student that stemmed from over the summer. But instead, prosecutors say the teen had the gun turned on himself, ended with him getting shot.
Did he shoot himself? Or did somebody help him shoot himself? Go ahead.
School had just let out at James Madison last Monday. Police say a crowd of students were outside when a person jumped in the crowd and hit a student with a gun. The gun fell to the ground, and it was picked up by someone else, who turned the gun on the person and pulled the trigger. Not too long after, 4 miles away, police say a 17-year-old boy was dropped off at St. Joseph's. He was shot through the pelvis and grazed on his leg. The boy, Jamari Kelly, was charged last week.
Jamari, where's your daddy?
Prosecutors say video shows it was Kelly who pulled out a gun and pistol whipped a student. Court documents
Let's go birds, huh?
say Kelly told police he and some friends went to James Madison to attack the student because the victim jumped Kelly and his friends months ago.
So y'all go out to the school instead of waiting until they get back in the community or something like that right there. This is not attempted, like, hell, it could have been attempted murder. Yeah. It could have been, because you bought the gun, so you mean to shoot some damn body, so it could, this attempted murder.
No one else was injured in the shooting. MPS said afterwards, police were called and students were brought inside until police gave the okay. Kelly is due back in court this week for a preliminary hearing. Milwaukee police say they are looking for additional suspects, but aren't saying exactly who they're looking for. But they do add, if you know something, to give them a call. Reporting live in Milwaukee, Bill Liston, Fox 6 News.
If you know something, say something. If you care about the children going out there to their goddamn school, if you know something, say something. Hell, they already know the people that they already know the person that they want. What I'm trying to say is, if you know of anybody else who is attempting to bring a firearm to go in on and pop somebody, especially about an argument or some beef shit that went on before school even started. They were back in May or June or some shit. They were last school year or something. And it's crazy because you had, in my mind, y'all had to wait until y'all got a firearm. One of us, damn it, whoever you was, had to wait till you got a gun. Listen, they not regular fighting no more. They is willing to fight you, stomp your head into the damn ground, and shoot you. They not just willing to just fight. They willing to beat you up and kill you. It's crazy. They can win the fight, and they'll still try to kill you. They can beat you down. They can have you calling for your mama. Y'all understand that they will still shoot you. I'm trying to figure out, damn it, what part of the game is this? But this part of the game, so it just is what it is. Moving right along. We got a sad story. Well, we're going to call it sad because I guess because people going to call it sad. Gonna put it up on the screen. There you go. Y'all, we gotta get the thumbs up. We should be over 300 right now. Come on, help play out. We need a thumbs up. We got a PayPal. We got a Cash App. We got a Super Chat. I need support. I need your support. Remember Willie out here in the goddamn screen. Remembering Willie. Is they talking about pimping? Say who Willie? Watch it, look.
So tonight we're hearing from the family of a local singer who represented Georgia on American Idol.
When he opened his mouth and lifted the Lord in a song, many would just stop in their tracks to listen to him.
That is the truth. Willie Spence died in a car accident yesterday. He was only 23 years old, and tonight his friend and fellow contestant spoke with Channel 2's Justin Wilfon. And Justin is live for us tonight. And Justin, he told you that Willie was going to be a big music star.
Yeah, he told me he is devastated by the loss of his friend, Wendy. Willie was driving on the interstate in Tennessee, apparently heading back this way, back towards Georgia. when he crashed.
Willie was finna be platinum. There you go.
Just hours before he was killed, Willie Spence was still singing. The beloved singer from Georgia posted this video to Instagram not long before he died on Tuesday.
Well, I heard the news this morning, and I immediately was just devastated.
Alex Miller told me he became friends with Spence while competing against him on last year's season of American Idol.
He was such a talent and a very, very nice man, and just hate that his life's been cut short like this. And
Spence finished that season as the runner-up. In my interview with Spence just before the show's finale, he told me he nearly died in 2020 when he weighed 600 pounds.
He almost died when he weighed nearly 600 pounds. We talk about weight. Weight is an issue. But for some reason, we can talk about weight, and we can tell us players, we can talk to one another and tell us, you're fat, you need to let that shit go. It's a health problem. That's not mean. You say that shit to a female like players been talking about Lizzo. We trying to tell her, baby, you got to get that weight off. Weight is the problem.
Doctors were shocked. They were shocked that I was still able to walk, and since then that made me look at life totally different.
But on Tuesday, his life was cut short at the young age of 23 when police say his car slammed into the back of a vehicle parked on the shoulder of Interstate 24 near Chattanooga. The details of what led up to the accident still unclear. What is clear, Miller says, is that Spence was destined to be a star.
well, there's no doubt that Willie Spence was heading towards pop radio and heading towards being a really big star.
Channel 2's Justin Wilfon back out live with us now. And Justin, Willie was so young and such a talent with a bright future ahead of him. What have you learned about what he'd been up to since his time on American Idol last year?
Yeah, Wendy, he had been traveling and performing, doing well with his career. He had a big show in London coming up scheduled for next month, and he had been living at least some of the time right here in Atlanta over the course of the past several months. Wendy?
Such a loss there.
It's a big, big loss. A player finna do something with his life. He say, and when Lizzo dies from a heart attack, everyone will say it's such a tragedy. You absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And let me explain something to a whole bunch of people. Even if you is a big person, even if you is a fat person, and you cannot tell the ones around you that they shouldn't be fat, you don't care nothing about them damn people. You don't care nothing about them people. If you can't be something and tell somebody, listen, you don't want to be this. You don't want to do this right here. This shit is unhealthy. It's unhealthy by the majority of the medical community. Everybody in the medical community can tell you 300 pounds. 300 ain't healthy. 4, 5, 6 is way unhealthy. Shit, 250 according to your height is unhealthy. They're trying to tell you. Shout out to DeJuan for the $2 cash out. Say he sung so good that God called him home. That's what's up. You got to come around here, boy. I ain't know I had to put your ass on earth to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what the Lord was thinking. You know, sometimes it be like that, but we all got to go, and we all gonna go. Until somebody come up with a system or a device to keep our ass on earth forever, if we want to stay forever. You can leave when you get ready, but if you want to stay forever, you can stay forever. Moving right along, I ain't even much gonna hold you. I ain't eat much, because I saw something else. Wait a minute, bam, bam, bam. Jeez, I don't like that. They be doing computer updates and they be throwing off everything, y'all. Like it really be throwing off all of your settings and how you had things set up, and you know, it make things difficult sometimes. Well, anyway, let's go ahead on and move it right along. Let me stop complaining. And go ahead and put this here up on the screen. We got a 6-year-old allegedly assaulted by a substitute teacher. Here we go. Oh, here we go now.
10 tonight, a family demanding answers after they say their 6-year-old was assaulted by a substitute teacher. The family says Lamar Consolidated ISD is not handling their claim appropriately, and they want to see some changes. KPRC 2's Brandon Walker is outside Adolphus Elementary School tonight near Richmond with a story you'll see only on 2. Brandon?
And Danielle, this family says the substitute teacher's actions were intentional, and tonight they want her charged.
You say what the 6-year-old do? Say little bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying, but go ahead.
It's just a big bump on her forehead.
John and Maureen Taylor say these pictures of their daughter's forehead show her injury, swelling, they say, caused by a substitute teacher at Adolphus Elementary School.
The substitute pushed the chair, hit her in the back of the head, and her forehead hit the desk.
Taylor.
Wait, what? Say that again, Daddy.
This elementary school.
The substitute pushed the chair, hit her in the back of the head, and her forehead hit the desk.
She was sitting in the chair. The teacher kicked the back of the chair, and it hit her in the back of the head, which made her head hit the desk. Just one more time, Daddy. Come on.
The substitute pushed the chair, hit her in the back of the head, and her forehead hit the desk.
So you're saying that the teacher pushed the chair and then hit the child? Like, she pushed the chair and then hit the child, or when she pushed the chair, it hit the child and made the child hit the head on the desk?
Taylor says that was on October 7th. His 6-year-old daughter, a first grader. According to the Taylors, their daughter was seated on the floor of her classroom when the substitute teacher asked her to get up.
It's beyond words. I could not believe that a teacher that I trust with my 6-year-old in class would do that to her just because she was frustrated that my 6-year-old would not get up off the floor.
Also, the child wouldn't comply. Go ahead.
The incident, the Taylors say their push for answers has been tough.
She was aware of the protocols, and the protocols as far as a child being injured weren't followed, being that she didn't, send her to the nurse's office.
That's one alleged error. Another zeroes in on the Lamar Consolidated ISD police officer who responded to the claim after the Taylors brought it to school administration's attention.
He told the principal that there were not injuries when there were visible injuries on our daughter's forehead.
The Taylors say that same officer even told them the case had been closed when it hadn't.
Just getting justice for a little 6-year-old just has to go through so many hurdles and lies and just people pointing fingers instead of just being straightforward and do what is right.
Okay.
The Taylors tell me the case has been handed over to the Fort Bend County District Attorney's Office for consideration. They also tell me that the substitute teacher in question no longer works here at Adolphus Elementary School. We've got to attribute everything to the Taylors, though, because despite multiple requests for comment or confirmation from Lamar's CISD, we are still waiting to hear back. Reporting live for you tonight near...
Look at the reporter and how he leaned his eye on some shit. Go ahead, player.
Attorney's Office for consideration. They also tell me that the substitute teacher in question no longer works here at Adolphus Elementary School. We've got to attribute everything to the Taylors, though, because despite multiple requests for comment or confirmation from Lamar's CISD, we are still waiting to hear back. Reporting live for you tonight near Richmond, I'm Brandon Walker, KPRC 2.
As if they beat... like they bull skating around, you know what I'm saying? That's the look that he got on his face. Well, listen, hey, man, we gotta teach children how to comply. We gotta teach kids how to comply. Then a lot of things that really wouldn't happen. Listen, we gotta teach them how to comply. Then a lot of things will not happen. Willie, you're blaming the kids. Well, Willie, they just children. Yep. I'm blaming their head. Damn it, they started to comply. Their heads wouldn't be swole out here. Trying to take something. Their heads would not be swollen. But anyway, moving right along. I'm not even gonna hold it because we got to talk about teams. We got to talk about the teen girls. We got to talk about the young babies out here in these streets. Yeah. Things don't always work out the way that we would like them to work out. But we have teen girls with mental health. Teen girls with mental health. I saw this right here, and I still be like, well, why? If we're gonna talk about mental health as a whole, then we should also talk about both genders, not just one gender. But this is what people be doing, and you is allowed to do it. So players, when we see a lack of representation, when it come down to us, then we got to step up and represent us to make people aware that we going through some of the similar things that they going through out here in these streets. But let me go ahead and put it up on the screen. This is This is a warning for parents. A warning for parents. Here we go.
I would say the biggest symptom would be isolation. I know sometimes as a teen and as a young adult, we want to isolate, right? And especially now we're on our phones.
It's the sign mental health experts point to the most.
Shout out to David for the $2 cash app. Say thumbs up. It's free and don't bite. It don't bite. Shaking my head. I'm trying to tell you.
If you see your child start to pull away, it's time to talk.
Some warning signs, changes in their behavior. If you've got a kid who's into a lot of activities, spend lots of time with friends, and then you begin seeing them starting to isolate, stay in their room more, that's a sign to just check that out.
Paige Gaines.
It's a sign that that monkey done got wet or that meat done got hard. But go ahead.
Started 911 St. Jane as a place for young girls to get help. She understands. She tried to die by suicide the first time at 12 years old.
And coming from that space and being a Black woman, my parents and myself, we were just looking like, well, who do we even turn to have this conversation? How do we get help?
Gaines says parents need to know children express anxiety and depression differently.
I simply would say, hey, I don't feel good, right? My stomach is hurting, my headache. I have a headache right now. I really do not want to go to school. My chest hurts.
According to the Georgia Department of Health, suicide rates are down across most demographics except in the Black community.
Suicide is now the third leading cause of death among African Americans aged 10 to 24. This is the first time ever in history that suicide rates in the African American community among any age segment have superseded that of the white population.
Studies show Black Americans are less likely to seek and receive mental health care.
Do y'all understand? Watch this. This is the first time in history that the numbers have been higher in that age group than our lighter hue counterparts out here in the street. Watch this. And this is dark hue folk. Watch this. So when people will tell you that these motherfuckers soft out here in the street, or softer, it's like a fact. Think about it. This is the first time in history, so the numbers have went way up and way above. Back in my day, yeah, we had folk commit suicide, but damn it, the numbers was real low, especially amongst dark hue folk. We have created people with behavioral problems. We have created people with mental issues in society, because everybody's supposed to win shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get a trophy type stuff. Oh, you can't tell them the truth. This is bashing. This is this. You can't do that. But they dying. The way that society has sought things up now with the things that you can say, the woke crowd and shit like that, got people killing themselves. Yeah. People weak as hell and people woke as hell. People weak and woke. You're better off being strong and sleep. People is leaving Earth, y'all. People is really leaving Earth.
I grew up in a home where, it was what happens in our family stays in our family. We don't tell other people about problems that we have.
And that's a lot of times because your families be full of shit. Because a lot of times the things that your family have taught is BS. That's why people don't like to be questioned. That's why people, that, especially in the dark hue community, the one word that has been like forever: don't judge me. You ain't supposed to judge people. So you're not supposed to critique what somebody say. You're not supposed to have an opinion about what somebody say. You're not supposed to question the shit that was just told to you. That's why we failing. And that's why suicide is so high. Because even your kids can't come and talk to you because you sat in your own way and you do not have an open mindset. You don't know how to have your beliefs and ideas and all that shit with an open mindset. You ain't been taught that. Or you have not decided to learn that. That's why when your kids go to backing up off your ass and not talking to you and being sheltered and shit, because they can't tell you that my meat hard. They can't tell you that my monkey moist. They can't do that to a whole bunch of y'all because y'all trapped in y'all ways. You're stuck in your ways, especially you religious folk. And that's why religious parents make the best hoes. Shout out to Lena Love for the $2 cash app. You say, judge my pockets, but not my heart. That's what's up. I appreciate that right there. Listen. And I just thought about that right there. Religious parents make the best hoes and the best pimps. You shelter people. You refuse to talk. You refuse to communicate. Your communication ain't shit. Damn it, your communication is only good when you talking about your religious shit. Other than that, your communication is poor. Shout out to Dwayne for the $2 cash app. You say, were they asleep when they thought or when they talked? Was they asleep when they talk, cause and effect? I believe so. People don't think shit through, but go ahead.
Historically, I think that has been a great barrier for African Americans in seeking help.
While some issues are starting in school, the solutions to this crisis aren't making it home.
Yeah, what happened in my house, stay in my house, which I am a strong believer of that shit right there. But we can't be so hard on it because sometimes people may need help. A lot of times we cannot counsel one another. A lot of times we cannot counsel one another in our own household. Sometimes you need that outside voice because a lot of shit you think that you is right about in your house. And come to find out you wrong about this shit, but you done told your whole household what goes on in his house stays in his house. So all of y'all is being brought up under falsehood, brought up under lies and or false teachings.
So a lot of schools are implementing the education and the conversation within their school system, but the disconnect comes when we're not bringing it home. So the parents aren't aware, the parents aren't receiving that education.
Georgia has a new 988 crisis line that the Department of Health says is working. 10% of calls in the first month reportedly came from kids under 18. You can find more of those resources on 11alive.com.
Hell, they might be calling the 988 number to tell on their damn parents. All right, be careful. Say, is that Cardi B? Let me back it up. Is it Cardi B? Similar, close, but no. You say, you say that granny could get that work. Hold on, let me. Look at grandma. Hey!
10 to 24. This is the first time ever in history that suicide rates in the African American community among any age segment have superseded that of the white population.
Say snitching is one of those taught actions. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. We're going to move right along. Y'all, let's go on and get into the main event so I can go on and get y'all on up out of here so y'all can have a good day here. We got a few of these vids to go through, so let's just, we finna go through it. Let me say something. Here, I always say something, but let me say it again. We got a 15-year-old mass shooter out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Let me explain something to you. I didn't see this till yesterday. I didn't see this until yesterday. The reason that I'm saying this right here, a lot of the news that I put up, a lot of people, they hit me in the background and be like, damn, Willie, I've never heard of that story, or I never saw that. That never popped up on my line. It never popped up in my subscription thing. It never popped up on my Facebook, my Instagram, my YouTube. It popped up nowhere. There was a mass shooting on the weekend in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I just saw it yesterday. Listen, it should already be in my algorithm because I do these type of searches about shootings and crimes and this. So it should have automatically popped up. For some reason, certain things don't pop up. I know there's a whole bunch of news out here. I do get it. It's a whole bunch of news, and it's hard to see everything. But a shooting, like a mass shooting, should kind of be at the top of the list on a lot of people's sites. Let's go on and get into it. We got a 15-year-old mass shooter in Raleigh, North Carolina. And boy, look at him. Hold up.
The crime scene stretched more than 2 miles from this quiet Raleigh neighborhood to a nearby walking path, a literal trail of terror, all left by one gunman who police say is just 15 years old.
But Willie, they just kids. Shout out to Esther for the $1 cash out. He said the TV and the internet brainwash us more than anything. You're absolutely correct about that right there.
Officer down. We have an officer down.
The first shots came just after 5 p.m. as neighborhood kids were getting off the school bus. Naisha Royal was at home and heard screams outside.
Now, if I say that big baby need to drop some weight, that this is a health problem, people will say that I'm hating, I'm fat shaming, I'm doing this, but it's a fact. That is a health problem. And we can't even say that shit without, oh my God, you hurt someone's feelings. I don't understand. But I do get it. But I don't understand. But I get it.
Naisha Royal was at home and heard screams outside.
A neighbor's kids were knocking, banging on the door. I'm telling her, like, open the door, something's going on. And you hear the kids saying, he has a gun. He has a gun, there's a gun.
And when you opened the door, what did you see?
Chaos. Chaos.
She also saw the gunman and frantically started pulling neighbors and school children into her house.
If you could have seen the fear in their eyes, like, little girl was like, he pointed the gun at me. And they're kids.
There you go with that kid shit again. It's a kid who's shooting some shit up, and y'all, oh my God, they're just kids. These kids is killers.
Kids.
For more than 4 hours, police combed the area, bringing dogs and helicopters and telling residents to stay inside. Finally, they say they found the gunman hiding nearby. He was taken into custody and to the hospital in critical condition.
There are several families in our community waking up this morning without their loved ones.
Among those killed, according to officials, 29-year-old Gabriel Torres, an off-duty police officer headed to work. 16-year-old James Roger Thompson, a high school junior. Sue Karnitz, who was out for a run. Her husband says that was her biggest passion outside of their 3 boys. Nicole Connors, a caregiver at heart, dedicated to her husband and their dog, Sammy. And 35-year-old Mary Marshall, set to get married in just 2 weeks.
Blaine, none of it makes sense if police said anything about a possible motive.
Unfortunately, not yet, Lester. In fact, police are not saying what led up to that shooting, only that the entire thing is still under investigation. But we are learning more about charges. Tonight, the DA's office confirms that even though the suspect is only 15 years old, he will be charged as an adult.
Oh, so they're adult when they do crimes. Remember, like, we be saying that. Like, Willie, they just kids. Until they do a crime, now they is adults. And we okay with that, though. Yeah, they should be charged as an adult. But we can't treat them as an adult unless they do a crime. Shout out to Lena Love for the $1 cash app. Say, I love when you say moving right along. That's what's up. I'm going to do it in a minute. Listen, but we as a people is okay. We okay with charge them as an adult, but we don't want to treat them as adults because they kids. So are they kids or are they adults? Say 15 equals mental health. Who forgot problems out here in the goddamn street? Listen, I'm just asking the question.
Support, meantime, continues to pour in for the victims of the Raleigh mass shooting. There have also been calls for healing and peace as the community, all of us, mourn the loss of their
It's been calls for healing. Y'all, listen, all these damn words and shit, don't y'all get sick of certain words at certain times? It'd be like, what does that mean? It's time for healing. Typically, after people die, we go through a little grievance stage. We go through a little shock stage, depends on how they die. And over time, we heal. No, that ain't how it works. Shout out to Dwayne for the $2 cash app. Say some kids do live in hell. Resort is better. Oh, the resort is better for real. I can believe that. I can believe that a lot of people actually do crimes and they would rather go to jail than live in the situation that they're in. I kind of understand that right there. But let me back them up.
Support, meantime, continues to pour in for the victims of the Raleigh mass shooting. There have also been calls for healing and peace as the community, all of us.
I got to ask y'all something else. How do you support a community who just went through a mass shooting? I know we say it. Damn it, we hear it like in every mass shooting. We sending support. We are supporting the people. How is that actually being done? I've never asked the question. And I know many of you have never asked the question, but how? What's prayer. That's typically what they mean, right? We sending support. But yeah, like mass balloon releases. That's the support. Yeah, like, right? I am just sitting here thinking. And like you say, that's a good question. Like, what do you mean? I don't know what that means. And we just be talking and don't even be knowing what shit mean, but go ahead.
The loss of their neighbors and friends. Jamice Price live in Raleigh tonight after a church opened its doors for prayers to start the healing process.
Churches opened their doors for prayer to start the healing processes. I don't understand that anymore. Maybe you could have said that when I was like 6 or 7. I'd be like, oh my God, yeah, they opened up the churches and stuff and now we safe or something. They opened up the They opened up the church for prayer. Thought you could pray anywhere. You could pray in your mind. You don't even have to be down on the knee. You can pray walking. So they opened their doors for prayer. That's what's up.
Jamice, even just a few days later, everyone's emotions are raw.
That's right, Josh. The grieving process is really just starting for a lot of people in that Hedingham community. Neighbors telling me this shooting is still fresh on their minds, not really knowing.
Say, I thought the church was always open like 7-Eleven, but 7-Eleven got doors with locks on them. Trying to tell you
how to process their pain.
Out here.
And the support is coming in. You could see here at this growing memorial for Officer Gabriel Torres, one of the 5 victims killed in that mass shooting.
Listen, somebody pointed out, support meaning balloons and shit. Let me, listen. We just asking questions around here. Now she's finna tell us the support that we were just asking. What does support mean? Here we go.
Hedingham community neighbors telling me this shooting is still fresh on their minds, not really knowing how to process their pain, and the support is coming in. You could see here at this growing memorial for
the support is coming in. You see here the growing memorial. So support isn't tangible. Is that what we're saying? Because if that's what it is, then that's what it is. All right. I just be having to know this type of stuff.
Officer Gabriel Torres, one of the 5 victims killed in that mass shooting.
Shout out to Esther for the $1.99 soup, for the $1 cash app. You say, will the parents be charged as well? Possibly not.
Outside of First Alliance Church on Buffalo Road, there were cries for peace and healing following the mass shooting in the Hedingham community that left 5 people dead and 2 more injured.
So many of us are hurting. Our peace has been disturbed. We're unsettled. A lot of us can't sleep, me included. It happened, like a block away from me.
Tiffany Hunter said the grief is overwhelming.
We just been crying, just can't stop because we just cannot believe. That's such a peaceful area, peaceful neighborhood had been disturbed.
The church opened its doors for anyone to express their pain and those who sought prayer. Tiffany needed the support.
It's still surreal. And I would say for me, I'm still trying to process it.
Let me ask y'all something. They open up the doors for support. All right, this is what, like, this should be like a movie. Like every time, like it's the same movie in my mind. But listen, they open up the church doors and shit right there for support, the prayer. But I thought that God was the object. Like I thought that God was like the everything. We still need to go around people for support if God is everything. Do y'all kind of understand what I'm trying to say? Like God and Jesus is everything. Why do we even need to be around people to pray and ask for help? If you can ask for help when you by yourself anyway, I don't understand. But I guess if you congregate, that makes the prayer better or some shit. I'm confused. Shout out to Latanya for the $1 super chat. I appreciate that right there. Yeah. If God will fix it, why do I need support from anybody else? Shouldn't I just give it to God? God gonna take care of it, right?
Support. It's still surreal. Had been disturbed.
The church opened its doors for anyone to express their pain and those who sought prayer. Tiffany needed the support.
It's still surreal. And I would say for me, I'm still trying to process it.
Our goal tonight in gathering was to give people a chance to talk about what was on their minds, and then to be able to read some scripture, because that is our foundation for faith and practice.
I do understand gathering and being able to talk it out. That's like counseling. I get that. Bam, 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 bam. That's what's up. I'm with that. Do that right there. You say, Willie, God speaks through people. That's what they say. That's what they say. That's what they say. So then what's the point of praying by yourself? Oh, then God speak through you after you done prayed because it come through people. That's what's up. You right.
And to be able to pray about some of the things that people were concerned about.
To pray about some of the things that people was concerned about. And if you would have read your own damn book, all you got to do is pray, right? I don't know why we need a group to pray. You say, gotta pray in a group for it to work. This is what it seems like to me. I don't know. People, listen, y'all can do what y'all want to do. Just like y'all can do what y'all want to do. I and other people have the right to ask questions about the things that you do.
Concerns range from mental health to guns and our youth.
I'm concerned that people in power are not paying attention right now, and that they're not doing anything about it.
They're not paying attention, they're not doing anything about it, but this was a 15-year-old in y'all community. This was a 15-year-old in y'all community, in the community. What do like the politicians have to do with what just happened in y'all community?
Prayed for the police, the victims' families, and the victim who remains in the hospital.
Thank you. Stop blaming the politicians. I don't. This shit is parenting, right? Because if a 15-year-old is a child until they commit a crime, then they're an adult. But because they're a child before they commit the crime to turn them into an adult, they had what is called guardians. And everything that a child do falls on the guardians. So this is a parenting problem, not a politician problem. Go ahead, though.
Words are not going to change anything with what we're feeling right now. There needs to be time. But
Thank you. Thank you. I like what he said. Words right now is not going to change how we're feeling. It's going to take time. Like they say, time heals all wounds. Typically it does. You say, Jesus said, go into a closet and pray to his Father who is him and the Holy Ghost, not at a church. Didn't Jesus say go inside the closet? But people don't read it. Shout out to Esther for the $1 cash out. He said, if God called them home, what's to talk about? Jesus. If God called them home, what's to talk about? What is we praying for? Because if God speaks through people, then God can create actions through people. Or God can have people do actions the same way that he did with like Moses them. Run over here and kill all the firstborns and shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? So if God called them home, what is we praying for? A lot of people say, well, hell, only God can take life too. What is we praying for? It's already done. It's already done and y'all got the gunman. What is we praying for?
there needs to be community so that people will know that they're valued.
Okay. So it's about feelings now. So it does need to be community. I am in agreement. We need community. We need to all be able to make each other feel important. I am in agreement. So it's all about feelings. That's really what it's all about. But the shooter wasn't about feelings. The shooter was about making something happen. Damn your feelings. We shooting. Damn it, we killing and moving on. Something different.
They also prayed for justice, as many people are trying to understand the why. The motive in this situation remains unclear tonight.
Yeah, we do want to know, what did these people do to that 15-year-old to have him to, did he just shoot people who was outside or did he target people?
But hopefully that question will be answered in the coming days in a detailed report we are expecting from the chief. In Raleigh, I'm Jamise Price, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
Jamise, you're struck by what that gentleman said at the end about time, healing wounds, community coming together to heal wounds. That is truly the only way. Jamise Price live in downtown Raleigh tonight. Jamise, thank you. And tonight, officials tell ABC News that officer-involved shooting protocols are now being followed due to police firing at the suspects. The suspected shooter remains in grave condition tonight with life-threatening injuries. At this point, it's unclear if those injuries are due to a self-inflicted gunshot. As Jamise said, what is really unclear at this point is a motive. As of now, a search of the suspect's juvenile records hasn't revealed any criminal history. In just a few days, we will get that 5-day report from Chief Stella Patterson with more information. The report should have more regarding injuries and weapons used.
I have a problem. Houston, we got a problem. Houston, we got a real problem. I do shows, I speak on stories and videos about the teenagers, and they always have the teenagers' faces. They always have the teenagers' faces. I've played 2 videos. They have not put up the teenager's face. A teenager that will be charged as an adult, so we don't have to worry about the teenage thing. oh, it's a minor, so we can't show the face. We don't have to worry about that because you're charging with as an adult. Plus, it's a mass shooter. Typically, a mass shooter, like a school shooter, they give us a face. They let us know who the hell doing the shooting. Typically, and how this is how it works. 2 videos, not a face. Somebody asked a good question. Well, Willie, is he a white boy? Or is he a black boy? He sounds white.
But first, we begin with this horrific mass shooting in Raleigh, North Carolina. Police report a 15-year-old suspect shot 2 people in a residential neighborhood before fleeing to a nearby walking trail where he continued to open fire.
At least 5 people were killed. Officers arrested the suspect last night.
Support, meantime,
Wait a
continues
minute. Here happened.
But first, we begin with this horrific mass shooting in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, so he was on like a little walkway with people jogging and running and stuff and just popping people. All right, go ahead.
Police report a 15-year-old suspect shot 2 people in a residential neighborhood before fleeing to a nearby walking trail where he continued to open fire.
At least 5 people were killed. Officers arrested the suspect last night after an hours-long manhunt. Earlier today, North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper addressed a community in shock.
Today we're sad, we're angry, and we want to know the answers to all the questions. No neighborhood, no parent, no child, no grandparent. No one should feel this fear in their communities.
Say no pick. He lied to you.
Authorities say the suspect was taken to the hospital where he is listed in critical condition. CBS News correspondent Elise Preston has been following this from Raleigh. She joins us now with more. Hi there, Elise. So what more do we know about the suspect and the victims?
No one is safe. Right.
Well, Elaine and Errol, good afternoon to you. We are right in front of this hospital here where one victim remains in critical condition. I can tell you that 59-year-old woman is turning 60 tomorrow. It's her birthday tomorrow, but she is here fighting for her life, according to police. Meanwhile, we also know that another victim who was wounded is an officer. They were also released from the hospital. 5 people were killed. The youngest victim killed was just 16 years old, and we're
still shocked about the youth being like dying. We all gonna die, but we be shocked when the youth die, and the youth doing the killing. So we shocked on, damn it, we shocked that the youths are doing the killings, and we shocked that the youths is dying. I am so damn confused. You say, Willie, they be two-faced. Who's an adult or a child? Absolutely correct. Here we go.
Hearing more about the other victims who were gunned down by that alleged suspect. A family member has identified one of those victims as a mother of 3 who often ran in the area.
It's chilling, Elise, because the suspect opened fire on a trail, right, where people go to relax. That sounds so horrific and brazen, and we're speaking on a day after a decision was made for the Parkland shooter, Nicholas Cruz, and 2 days after a decision was made for Alex Jones to pay relatives of victims from the Sandy Hook shooting.
What the hell did Alex Jones have to do with this conversation? The first point he made, because it was a school shooting. You would think by what he's saying about Alex Jones, because of what he talked about in Sandy Hook, has nothing to do with this. Alex Jones talked about. The first example he made was a school shooting. So why didn't you just stick to the school shootings instead of talking about Alex Jones and the decision that was made that he finna damn near have to pay $1 billion for talking about something that he thought was a false flag? We play too much.
Identified one of those victims as a mother of 3 who often ran in the area.
So in my mind, for him to even throw that right there up, it kind of made me think, well, hell, maybe it's some people who would think that this is fake.
It's chilling, Elise, because the suspect opened fire on a trail, right, where people go to relax. That sounds so horrific and brazen.
You trying to use them words to touch your soul and shit, but go ahead, player.
And we're speaking on a day after a decision was made for the Parkland shooter,
We speaking on the day after the Parkland shooting shit. All right, go ahead.
Cruz, and 2 days after a decision was made for Alex Jones to pay relatives of victims from the Sandy Hook shooting.
Which I don't even understand why Alex would have to pay that type of damn money. For what? Because your feelings was hurt because somebody had a different opinion or didn't believe what happened to you happened? That the fuck? But go ahead, though.
America is traumatized by this. How is the community there even trying to process this in Raleigh?
What do you mean? How? Oh, y'all be killing me with this. Oh, my God, we're not adults. We don't know how to handle death. Why do we do that? And why do we do it on national TV? Because then it shows all across the country that supposedly people don't know how to deal with death when we deal with all these shootings every fucking month. We deal with people dying every day. For the people who watch the news, they deal with loss of life every day. So you just don't know how they're going to deal with it. Wait, what? We're going to deal with it like every other situation that we deal with. Time heals things, right?
And 2 days after a decision was made for Alex Jones to pay relatives of victims from the Sandy Hook shooting. America is traumatized by this.
America ain't traumatized by this. America was built on tragedy. America was built on bloodshed. What do you mean America is traumatized? And America is a company. Shout out to Esther for the $1 cash app. Say none of them was watching their 12, 3, 6, and 8, 9. You know what I'm saying? They just jogging and shit, you know, going about their day. Everything's sweet. Say, Willie, I can't find a name or a picture of the shooter. I've already looked too. I don't see shit. I looked yesterday and hoping that they would have posted it today, and they still haven't.
How is the community there even trying to process this?
How are they trying to process it? They are adults. They're human beings. They're going to process it and be okay.
In Raleigh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Errol, the governor last night, he said that that alleged gunman, that he terrorized a relatively quiet area for hours as he was on this active shooting spree and police were trying to catch him. And you can definitely see and feel those sentiments that you also just pinpointed. Fear, devastation, sadness, shock. But also what we're seeing here in this community is numbness. I spoke to a man who is a father of 3 and I said, you know, I'm so sorry that this is happening in your community. And he said, it is happening everywhere.
Thank you. You have to be oblivious to what's going on in the world now to really be shocked. I don't say no one had a gun. That's what it seems like to me, because he terrorized the neighborhood because they were trying to find them for like an hour or something. But hell, after the first shot, everybody should have got their damn guns and been on the lookout. In my mind, you can't terrorize me. You can scare me, but you can't terrorize me and you outside shooting people. I don't understand how that works, but go ahead.
Is, of course, the latest mass deadly shooting here in the United States. The state of North Carolina has seen 18 mass shootings this year, and the year is not out. So a lot of people...
18 in Carolina? Wow.
People just processing. They're also questioning how did this even happen, even though that we're continuously seeing this. The alleged gunman is only 15 years old. Police have not said much about him.
You act like 15-year-olds with guns is like a shock, and it's not. Oh my God. Go ahead.
Then he is a 15-year-old white male suspect, but police
say that. Boy, she said that fast, didn't it?
The alleged gunman is only 15 years old. Police have not said much about him other than that he is a 15-year-old white male suspect, but
other than he's a 15-year-old white male suspect, and she just moving right along. This highlighted you, brother. with that fire and decide to shoot up some shit. This regular.
Police are, community members here are
Say 15-year-old white male. Got it. You know what I'm saying?
questioning how did he even get this gun?
Yeah. So
why do we keep going back to how do we get the gun? Listen, there's about 3 ways he could have got a gun. Either there's guns in the household. Nope, there's about 2 ways. Either there's guns in the household or he got the gun outside the household.
So as this investigation unfolds, we did hear from the mayor earlier today who said action must be taken when it comes to this issue of gun violence. Let's listen to some of that.
We have doubled our determination now to end senseless gun violence.
They doubled their determination to end senseless gun violence because of a mass shooting. But y'all had 18. This is 18, but now y'all mad. Shout out to Harris for the $5 donation through the PayPal link. I appreciate that right there. Shout out to VA Fresh for the $2 super chat. You say news is always fear-mongering and I ain't never scared. I'm trying to tell you something. This regular shit, as long as you was on earth and you living, you should know people out here killing and your ass, there's a possibility that you can die. Fuck. We around here super terrified. Somebody shooting again this week. Come on, but listen.
Now to end senseless gun violence that is grips on our country.
They double determined. Damn it, they is determined to end gun violence. They just again, y'all just told us that this number 18, and this is the mass shootings. This not just the murders. It's not just a shooting just in the community. Now y'all mad. Shout out to Miss Mayor for being mad.
And now on our city. We have to do something.
Did we have to do something at number, let's say 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17? Did we have to do something after every last mass shooting? And y'all come out here and say the same thing, but y'all bring warmth to the people in the community when y'all speak like this because they allow the warmth to come inside their heart and feel good and makes them think that the politicians is going to do something different than what they've been doing other than getting on the news after an incident and saying the same goddamn thing. You can't prevent something like this. You can't prevent. A lot of things are preventable. I get it. Cute. Let's just say it's very hard to prevent someone from shooting up a lot of people, from having a mass shooting, because people can snap at any given time and they can have legal firearms and they can just say fuck it, I'm done. So it's hard for you to prevent it unless we just change life because life is a difficult thing. Life is a difficult thing out here in these streets, and this is what have a lot of people either commit suicide and or killing other people.
So, Elise, what else are local leaders saying about safety in the community? Because this is something we've heard, as you know, time and time again in the wake of these kinds of horrific shootings.
I can't wait till local leaders and politicians make announcements and say, no matter what we put in place, we cannot protect you. We cannot protect you from shootings. We can't. We're not there. We can't prevent it. It's impossible. But they won't stand up and say it. Oh, we're going to change laws to fight against this and that. All the laws that have been put in place for all these years, and we still have really high numbers of murder. With all the laws all across the country, people is hard on crime. Are we? We still have crazy numbers of murder and shootings. Y'all still believe your politicians?
Well, it sounds like gun violence has been a focus here in Raleigh for a while. Earlier this year, actually just about 6 weeks ago, the city exchanged gift cards for guns off the street, and they exchanged about 500 guns for gift cards. But
those is the people who don't want to kill nobody and shoot somebody with those guns. that don't mean because y'all took the guns off the street that these same people will not want to kill somebody later. It's just they feel great this week. Say YouTube had them block a statement. Oh, well, what did you write? Oh, well, hey, you can't show me what you wrote because they blocked it. Damn.
Also, here in North Carolina, they're just focused on safety in general. What is interesting to note is that the police chief here in Raleigh was not here at the time of the shooting. She was actually in Dallas meeting with law enforcement officials from across the country on public safety. So again, this is just something that people are focused on across the country, but definitely here in Raleigh, and they want this to stop.
Yet another community in America affected by gun violence.
Oh, say most mass shootings are done with legal people and guns, but they don't say that in the news. Oh.
Preston and Raleigh for us, Elise. Thank you.
Thank you, little mama. Listen, we got one more, and we're finna go on and get on up out of here. Hold on. Let me stroll on through to see what the other people saying. Hey, man. How y'all doing and welcome? I know.
New details on that mass shooting that left
Mass shooting. It's always a mass shooting. All right, here we go with the last one. We out there.
New details on that mass shooting that left 5 people dead in North Carolina. Our Elwin Lopez is in Raleigh with more, including the latest on the 15-year-old suspect. And Elwin, right now, people are still trying to figure out a motive here.
Still trying to figure out a motive.
That's right, TJ.
We need to know.
This first deadly.
Oh, this is the support that people did. The support.
Gunshots rang out in this neighborhood is spreading terror and chaos. Now it's a place where neighbors are coming together. They are praying, dropping off flowers, all in tribute to the 5 lives cut tragic.
They praying, dropping off flowers. I know, because if you really get down to it, you really can't do nothing after people have lost someone. Like you just really can't do the other than listen. Like you really can't. Because you can't bring them people back. So it's really just time. But people, they show their support with balloons and candles and shit like that right there. Sure. And it makes some people feel great. It really do.
The East Raleigh community in shock and disbelief as investigators now look for a motive behind Thursday's mass shooting where 5 lives were violently taken away.
How? 5 lives are violently taken away. Isn't every time, how else is a life taken away? Isn't every time that you get killed, isn't that like violently? If you like in a car crash and you die, isn't that like violently? If you get shot, it's violently. Stabbed, violently, I don't know.
The 15-year-old suspect began shooting in a residential neighborhood and continued on a popular walking trail before taken into custody.
Oh my God. Oh, she's bleeding.
The deadly crime scene spanning for more than 2 miles.
Disbelief. I feel like I'm just walking through a daze right now.
Tracy Howard lost his wife of 5 years, 52-year-old Nicole Connors.
She was a fun, loving person, bubbly. Got everybody in the neighborhood knew her.
Connors was
sound like he got insurance. Go ahead.
The oldest of those killed, the youngest, James Thompson, just 16 years old, a high school junior. 49-year-old Susan Carnatz, a mother of 3, also killed. 34-year-old Mary Marshall, a Navy veteran, now dead just days before getting married. And 29-year-old off-duty police officer Gabriel Torres, gunned down on his way to work, his fellow officers now paying tribute. A law enforcement official telling ABC News that among the dead is one of the shooter's relatives. This morning, the teenage suspect continues to be in grave condition with life-threatening injuries.
Which relative? You see how they speaking on this? So he killed 3 females and 2 males. The 16-year-old and the police officer. Shout out to VA Fresh for the $2 super chat. You say if you die pinning somebody, that's not violently. You absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. That's not violently. But here we go.
Among the dead is one of the shooter's relatives. This morning, the teenage suspect continues to be in grave condition with life-threatening injuries. The question remains as to whether those were self-inflicted or not. And guys, a law enforcement
So his brother, which is 16. So the 16-year-old is his brother.
official tells us that the
Why they just didn't say that? We got to figure shit out.
suspect's juvenile records have not turned up any criminal history so far. We expect police to release more details this Thursday.
That's a good question. Say, was the relative first shot or last shot? You see what I'm saying? They leave us in limbo, and I think that they do that shit on purpose.
Ellen, thank you so much.
See, if you put all the facts out here, people don't have time to speculate. Or people don't have room to speculate if you present all the facts.
What?
No, we gotta back that up, pimp. Because now we got to look at the 16-year-old who got shot. Look.
And that one right now, people are still trying.
Notice something. They can show the 16-year-old who got shot, and he's a minor. But they cannot show us the 15-year-old shooter who's a minor, who is also finna be charged as an adult. That makes sense.
And to figure out a motive
I'm
here.
confused.
Yeah, that's right, TJ. Those first deadly gunshots rang out in this neighborhood is spreading terror and chaos. Now it's a place where neighbors are coming together. They are praying, dropping off flowers, all in tribute to the 5 lives cut tragically short.
What do we pray for after shootings? What can somebody tell me, what do we pray for after shootings? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm asking a serious question because people, they prayed and damn it, they come out to pray, and you know what are we praying for? He say more ammo. That's a good prayer. We need some more ammo out here in the goddamn street. Come on. Say more bullets. Say it was posted 4 days ago to where they showed the shooter. North Carolina, that's 2021. W who? Hold on. WR, hold on. Hell, I got to look it up over here on this one so I can be able to show y'all. Who the hell they do that? WRL. Wait, damn it. I don't let it pass me. Hold on. RL channel shows the shooter. All right. RL News. Raleigh shooter. Let's see. RL Raleigh shooter. Click on that. Bam, bam, bam. Let me go to images. Okay. All right. We got to pick. Okay. But listen, y'all, when we work as a team, as a unit, damn it, we can get some shit done. Oh, yeah. So the 16-year-old is his brother. That's what's up. But hold on. Let me grab it. I'm gonna grab the other picture, but he done this shit before the new Call of Duty done came out of here, goddamn thing. Watch I tell you. There you go. So I'm guessing this is him. Wait. Got on the Nike, got on the Under Armour. Damn it, it's one of them. Wait, hold on. Buddy right here. Mass shooting. Who was Raleigh, North Carolina? Mass shooter. The Nightingale. Who? Damn it. It's one or two of these motherfuckers. But look. Hold up. Because I may have to go to the... Let's go to the news article. Some suspected, yada, yada, yada. What do we have here? That's a local paper. Some it's a local news. Bam, bam, bam. They got all these people making apologies and what they gonna do. What they gonna do in the next one. But shit. school shooter? Who was the school shooter from yesterday? All right. Damn it, I think we got ourselves some. Alleged Raleigh shooter, 15. Now let's see if I can pull the video up on Buddy. Let's see, 15-year-old. Bam, we got that. Oh, I guess YouTube didn't want it up on there, because it would have been up on YouTube with his face and everything. But local news got a little something. Hold on. Wait, this is advertisement. So let me see if I can grab it. Grab that, pop that, do that. Hold on. Or I might can't play the video, but we finna try to put it up here real quick. Hold up.
15-year-old Mark Boyles in the WRAL Live Center. Mark.
Gerald, we've been hearing Austin Thompson, the suspect in this case, was in the hospital with critical injuries. We've been looking to track.
So that's him. Damn it, I pressed pause.
Down more information on that. One of my news managers just came over, and now we're ready to go on the air with. The suspect does have a gunshot wound to the head and multiple other wounds. Those are the two pieces of information that's brand new right now at 6:07. The gunshot wound to the head and multiple other wounds. He is in critical condition. We'll continue to follow that as it possibly changes into this evening. But also new tonight, Sarah Kruger learning more about who this young man is and more details about his life.
The crime scene tape is down for the most part here in the Hedingham community now, except for right here. According to property records and sources, this is the suspect's home. Investigators have been back out here today bringing out bags of evidence. WRAL has learned that suspect Austin Thompson was a sophomore at Knightdale High School. This is his yearbook photo from last year.
Oh, slow me down. You say Rosemary Carter said that he shot his brother and mother at the house. Then he crossed the street and went on to the trail to personally believe that the black lady was shot due to friendly fire. Ooh.
His 16-year-old brother James, who is among the dead, was a junior at the school. Wake County District Attorney Lauren Freeman says despite being a juvenile, because of how severe the crimes are, this would rise to the level of adult charges.
We are strong in our resolve that one, we're going to make sure there's justice for our community in this instance, and that we are going to continue to work to try and prevent gun violence going forward.
I spoke with neighbors of the suspect who are also his classmates. They tell me they had known him for years and did not see any red flags. Sarah Kruger, WRAL News, Raleigh.
Knightdale High School, where both boys were students, has postponed their homecoming activities that were planned for tonight. The PTSA sent out a new schedule of events.
So y'all done postponed some shit by two people who is not finna show up to the damn homecoming. People done got rental cars and outfits and all this type of shit, and y'all want to postpone it because of a shooting in one of the neighborhoods? Y'all play too much, but go ahead.
In the last hour, tonight's football game will be played on Monday. The remainder of the homecoming activities will happen on senior night. That's October 28th.
Oh.
We have new information just into the newsroom now about this.
All right, so it's more than just like a homecoming like dance or something like that. It's the football games and the football play. All right, cool. But I'm pretty sure that some of those students had the same thought that I just had. I done spent my damn money, and y'all gonna postpone some shit. Yeah, I do understand that people had done died. But if they come out and say it like that, they would be showing, oh, you don't care that people have lost their lives and all that. No, the person just being honest. People just be honest, and that would be a problem. Shout out to Don for the $2 cash out. You say his folk took his cell phone from him and he snapped. I can believe that. Got to listen, y'all don't be taking these churn phones. Listen, what is all we got left? That's all a human being got left. They got their phone. Do not take it. Chastise in another way. Just don't do it like that right here. But look at hey, man. It's deep. It's deep. So we done found the alleged killer, because you know that's what we got to say. The alleged killer. We just can't say killer no more because it has not been prosecuted, so we cannot do that. That's not what is the thing called? That's not proper journalism. Yeah, I said that right. Hold on, because I'm trying to put this here up on the screen. Give y'all a pat on the back, because boy, y'all done made it to the end of the midday news. I had to put y'all up on this game. Damn, ooh, boy, we almost made the 500 without me even saying something. But that's what's up. Close but no cigar, but at least, damn it, you try. That's what's up. Listen, remember to watch 23-6 in your 9. Everybody in your community ain't down with you. Everybody on your job ain't down with you. Everybody in your family ain't down with you. Everybody on earth ain't down with you. You got to watch your own goddamn back. Ain't nobody coming to save you. We just need to have things in place for when we do leave Earth and make it better for the people that we leave behind. That's only if you care. Like if you don't care, fuck them people. And then listen, if you don't care about you having life insurance and it's just you, you don't even need life insurance if it's just you. If it's like literally just you ain't got no family and friends, well, you ain't got no family, no kids. It's just you. You don't need no life insurance. Just live your best goddamn life, and us at the state will go ahead on and knock you off, cremate something like that right there. We'll burn your ass on the barbecue grill. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Get rid of you, bury you, or sprinkle your ass across some, or just throw you in the garbage like we do a whole bunch of people. But hell, get y'all some insurance out here in the goddamn street. I wonder what type of time that they're going to get a 15-year-old. I can almost tell y'all that they are going to do psych evaluations to see if the 15-year-old is capable of standing trial. I promise you that right there. This is something that has been going on for a good little minute, because they keep talking about this mental health to see if people can stand trial and do people understand what they is being charged with. And in my mind, they understood how to pick up a gun and shoot multiple people, and they understood about killing people. We shouldn't try to figure out shit. We should put their ass on trial and just go from there. Hell, if they don't understand it, they bad. But they do have counsel. So, hey. If the counsel understand what the hell is going on. So you, the client, really don't. It don't matter if you mentally capable or not. When you kill multiple people by mistake on purpose. Again, we play too much. We play too much in society. In my mind, an eye for an eye. I'm with that all goddamn day. Do to others as done on to you. I guess that's how it go. I ain't even trying to tell you something. That's just what I feel. Listen. I talked about feelings. I don't even know why I use the word feeling. But anyway, give yourself a pat on the back because y'all made it to the end of the midday news. Appreciate that. We almost made the 500. That's what's up. We will be back around by 8 o'clock out here in these streets so we can do the nightly news. Hopefully everything go well. Remember, players, is prostate cancer awareness every day is just a finger. Remember that prostate don't work. That meat don't work. You mess around and lose your la. To all the babies, all the ladies, all the female people who came out their mama monkey with a monkey, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Feel on yourself, feel for the knots. Have your friends and co-workers to feel on you. Have a player to feel on you. Have your kids to feel on you just to see if they feel a damn knot. I know. Willie, you shouldn't have the kids to feel on you, but you let them strangers at the doctor's office feel on you, and it's A-okay. I'm just saying, because we're supposed to be trying to feel for lumps and bumps. We're supposed to be trying to help one another, right? No, I said the wrong thing. I said what a lot of people thinking, so it's kind of like the wrong. So your kid can't feel to see like if you got bumps. Don't your kid love you? Don't you love your kid? But you take both your breasts to a stranger and put your whole titty in the mammogram. They hold it and put it in the mammogram, don't it? Now they got to feel on it. That don't bother you because you trained that way. And a lot of times there is no bump. So it's best to get the mammogram, according to them people. You say, I'm doing free lump fillings today from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. That's what's up. Get it in, get it in. Y'all, I'm finna go on and get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with the player. Damn it, we 7 away from 500. I'm gonna wait by 30 seconds. We 5 away from 500 thumbs up. Can we get the 500 thumbs up? I know that y'all are like a few seconds behind me, so like I gotta wait just a little bit. I gotta wait. We need 4 more. We need. Why is 500 a problem? Like, why does it get inside y'all soul and it hurts? Give yourself a pat on the back of, boy, y'all done made it to the 500. We can't get a 501. We can't like get like a 501, a 502. Blue jeans and nothing. We got 503. That's what's up, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with the player, man. I'm finna go on and get on up out of here. One thing for sure, 2 things for certain. I just hit that damn button. Boy, I'm gonna see y'all at 8 o'clock. Y'all have a good one. I'm gone.